This is OFFSTAGE, and we are at IEM Cologne Major 2026. We are joined by Soulfly from Aurora. Hi, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing better day by day.
How did you sleep today?
Sleep was good. I slept around like 9 or 8 hours. I was kind of tired yesterday because I tried to visit around Cologne. But yeah, I had a good sleep.
I mean, not a lot of years because you're just going to the playoff.
I always have to like do something individually and then play like as a team and then theory and like practicing so much time. So as you said, like we don't have that much time to walk around and see around.
What do you think about Köln and about the local fans?
When we play at Palladium, I didn't see a lot of Germans. Like more like, for example, if Mongols plays on the stage, I see some Mongols fan. So I think I will taste it in the big arena, the playoff arena. So, but I believe that they are crazy, and it would be really good to play against this crowd.
And what do you think about the tournament matches?
Вот я тебя и поймал. Ты смотришь наш ролик без подписки, как и 90% наших зрителей. Подпишись.
I mean, it's unexpected for me because now we didn't qualify, and then what was the team? Like from stage 3 teams, some of them didn't qualify, and it's weird, you know, because now we're playing all season really good, and then coming Cologne and choking. But like some other teams that, for example, 9Z and Bedbom, I would never expect them to qualify for stage 3. But what they have done, it's really something that they should be proud, and they surprise all the world, in my opinion. So this major kind of like surprises everything, you know. So I don't even know like who is gonna win the major. Even like I believe we're gonna win the major, but maybe Betum gonna win the major, you know. So it's so random for me.
Many people say that Major is the father of Turkish CS. At the time when he harshly criticized it for your mistakes, or is he always calm?
You're talking about coach or
About
again?
Major.
the major, the player. Yeah, no, actually, he's really kind. If I do some stupid mistake, he always trying to help me with, he's not that toxic guy, you know, and he knows that I'm a rookie, so it will take time to play like them, or it will take time to have experience like them. So he tried to be seeing me as a son. So he's not that much toxic to me, and I really like, and he's helping with the emotion in the game, out of the game. We're having a good chat, and I really like to get some advice from him because, you know, he's 35 or 36, and he still likes to share his opinions with his teammates. So I'm glad that he's doing it, and I'm still learning from him day by day.
What the good advice what you can get from the Major?
Never underestimate any team here. That's the biggest mistake, probably. We didn't do it, but sometimes we just saying like, okay, we are not playing against Vitality, so we are playing against 9Z. So there is obviously some confidence change, in my opinion, from the players to players. But we should never underestimate any team here.
You're actually one of the youngest players on a team. Many of your teammates and the coach are significantly older. How does that affect your team dynamics?
I mean, actually, like our coach and our in-game leader, they're the same age, I guess, but they are still like they are not acting like as friend, you know. They are my friends, and they are not acting like you have to do this. Like they are not talking that way. So they are really friendly and they are very close as well. And for me, it's really good to have experienced guys because I need that, you know. Because playing in this area, imagine like you are a foot and then you have a young team, but you don't have any experienced player behind you. So this is sometimes bad for the teams. But I can get many advices from them, and this is really helping me.
Are you all on the same page on your interact more with Vikadia?
No, we're on the same page most of times because wherever we go, we stay together, and then we have a good relationship. And I really like to hang out with him.
Who in the team is responsible for keeping morale up? Sorry?
I understand. Yeah, I think it is Voxek because doesn't matter what score he is playing or doesn't matter how badly we are losing. He always trying to give us a motivation, even though like we are losing, for example, 12-0, and he still says that, okay guys, if they do it, we can do it as well. We have legs, we have arms, everything we have the same. So it's just about the mentality. So he's the guy, I can say.
How are you keeping your nerves like during the match?
Sometimes like it's hard to handle these emotions while you're playing, because let's just say you're playing in front of the audience, people are screaming, or like that the fans is not behind you, the fans is just supporting your opponent. Sometimes it's hard to handle, but when you have a teammate, they are holding your hands and then pulling you up. So I think as a player, I usually can control my emotions, but I still need to be better at it. But my also teammates are helping me a lot.
What does your typical post-game analysis with the coach look like?
I mean, the coach and our analyst having some game plan. Like it's not a game plan, but our analysis just watching their game and then giving some feedback to our coach, and our coach talking with our in-game leader, and they are making some game plan. And for example, if something is so obvious, let's just say on Dastu, he likes to play left side tunnel, he's just giving this kind of informations which can help us. In general, they are like working like that.
Mm-hmm. If it's not a secret, how exactly does the analyst help you? Does he participate in communication with the players, or does only on coach talk to him?
No, he participates with us because, for example, like the game before, he just coming our team speak and joining in the game, and he just showing like what they like to do, and then what smokes they using, or what times that they are doing these smokes, or what times this lurk is playing. So instead of coaches telling us, analyst guys coming and then showing us what we should take care of. So he just participates with us.
Aurora has a very strong media department. Do you personally enjoy participating in the video shoots, or will you prefer to just play CS?
I like to socialize a lot, so I like the way we do some content. I'm enjoying a lot, and then even today, like I like to talk, so it's for me it's really enjoyable. But for example, if I had social anxiety, and then it would be for me it's harder to communicate with people. But I'm not that guy, so I like to talk with people, know people, and then having some fun videos. It's good for my social as well, and it's good social for Aurora. So it's both win-win.
That's good. That's really good. You've already played against the world best snipers, Monesi, ZywOo. Which one of them give you most trouble on a server?
I mean, if Monesi starts playing good, basically you can't escape from him. Because I played against him like in the parks, in the officials as well. Like when he starts shooting hard, basically when you see him, you are going to death if you're not going like two guys in front of him or something. Because how he flicks, how he reads the game, it's incredible. But also I can't say that like ZywOo also doing the same thing. But I feel like ZywOo is more for me like passive and a secure guy when you compare to the Monesi. But ZywOo, obviously, we should have, like I, as a person, have a really big respect to him.
Mm-hmm. Is there a player who shooting or movement style you're trying to emulate right now? Or are you developing your own style?
I'm trying to create my own style because like if I watching Donk and then he is playing, for example, this sensitivity or this kind of game style like for years, So if I go to his settings or go to his setup, sitting like the table centimeters or the monitor closest, so I wouldn't be like him. So so instead of trying to be Donk, I'm trying to be myself, and it is like recently I'm showing I think better soulfly. So yeah, I'm trying to create my imagination.
But for first time, like when you start to playing CS, did you try to copy someone or no?
No, actually, I didn't care at all what people playing. I just like the time I played, I was just enjoying the game, and then I realized that this can be a sport, and then I can part of it, and I didn't get any copy or something. I just feel like, okay, this sense is good for me, and this city is good for me, and this mouse is good for me. So yeah, I didn't copy anyone, or it's not. I can't say that someone is my idol right now.
Does you have some watching some demos from players?
Yeah, obviously, like I
For
watch. I'm not trying to copy their style, but for example, if something goes bad for me or if something goes wrong for me in the game, I'm watching the other players, like how they are reacting or how they are, like what they are doing in those situations. So obviously, I'm watching all the players that is playing on the tier 1 scene, and sometimes I'm watching also tier 2 scenes because they are shooting hard as well and they know how the game works. Yeah, I'm watching a lot of players.
Can you share your best of 3
Best of 3.
player? Yeah.
A best of 3 player.
Yeah, for demos, for watching the demos.
Okay. First, Robs, because I learned a lot from him. Second, Flamesy. And then third one, who else I can say? Like Trенera sometimes I'm watching as well.
What are your thoughts of the economy in CS2? Do you think MR12 has made the game more random?
I believe, yeah, because there is no room to make some crucial mistakes. Because you said like MR12 is really, I think, low, and then, for example, if you do some stupid mistake and you lose the round, basically you're eco, and then you're looking the scoreboard and the fucking like 4 rounds left, you know. So I think it's my opinion, for bad teams it's much better, but for the good teams I think it's not good.
Do you have any pre-match rituals, or personally at the team as a whole?
Actually, when we're going into the shuttle, I'm trying to listen some Turkish pop or some techno or some metallic music, because it gives me more like it gives me really good vibe. And yeah, and nothing else, I think.
Okay. How do you deal with the hate on social media after losing the match? Do you read comments on HLTV or esport website?
I don't read at all. For example, if I play good, I don't like to watch. I don't like to go into Twitter or Instagram, and even if I play good or if I play bad, I don't like to go, because the people are gambling a lot, and then when they see you playing bad, like you basically, they are puking hate to you, you know. So I don't like to read these comments. I don't get affected as well. I don't give a fuck, honestly, what they are typing or who. They are not in my friend area, you know. So I don't care. Obviously, some comments you can take some of them to, because sometimes people are acting like you should do, for example, watch ropes or something. I'm still don't listening to them, because I'm listening to my coach and my in-game leader, but obviously I don't care the hate comments.
Esport is a short career. Do you invest or save money for a life after 30?
Yeah, you want my opinion or what?
I mean, what do you want to do when you finished your career?
Okay, when I finish my career, I wanna move to seaside, and then delete all the social media, delete all friends. Probably I will have a wife, and then I will just starting a new life with my wife. And then until 50, 60, I will not gonna have any social media probably, because I don't like to surf in the Reels or TikTok. I mean, I'm still doing it, by the way. I'm still watching Reels and TikToks, but I hate it. When I watch, I hate myself, because I feel like my time is wasting, you know. So probably I will just live in the seaside.
Your biggest dream in life, unrelated to Counter-Strike?
My biggest dream, I don't know. I just want to be happy in this life. It's not something that infinity, or it's not going to be forever probably, but at least I want to be happy with my family, with my friends. I want to live peaceful life. I am in the chaos for many years, and I don't like to be in the chaos. I want to be. I want some peace, you know.
Yeah, I see. What do you think so many talented Turkish players haven't been able to make it in Europe? What is their main mistake?
I think from main mistake is starting from the organization, in my opinion, because the players are very valuable. Because when you see Russian, they're investing so much young players, and they are making some academy teams. But in Turkey, there is no situation like this, and I hope some organizations are going to help our Turkish scene, because basically it's so much limited players that going into the Europe teams or top 10 teams or top 20 teams. And I want to see many Turkish players to achieve that level, because they are really talented and they are really clever. So I also playing many times with, like, if I play Face It, some Turkish coming to my team and I see his aim is very good and he's just telling me that I'm 16 years old. So I'm really sad because he cannot show himself in Turkey. So he needs some investment from the organization. So if organizations will have some investment, I think the Turkey will be shine.
If you were offered a spot on a top international team, would you accept, or do you feel more comfortable in a in a Turkish-speaking environment?
Honestly, I don't care. Like, okay, I talk in my native language, you know, Turkish, but I believe that my English is not that bad for playing Counter-Strike. So if I see good opportunity, I will take it. But if I see that it's not worth it, then I'm not going to accept it.
So it depends about players.
Depends about the players, depends about the mood, depends about the salary. You know,
Of
depends
course.
on everything.
Right now, all Turkish is watching your games. What do you would like to say for the fans watching at home?
I want to say, like, I can see their support, and I'm still, like, some comments I can still read. I'm getting so much positive messages for now, because I'm playing good at the moment. So I hope I'm gonna keep this. And as a team, we are showing a good result. And I believe that we are going to play a final, and just keep supporting us, I would say.
Thank you for taking the time to talk with us. Be sure to follow us on the social media and check out our Get social media accounts. All the links are in the descriptions. See you on OFFSTAGE.
Yeah, see you guys. Subscribe them.